Hello, Lily here, and I haven't made a somewhat high quality video for a while because I was busy watching The Boys and was having way more fun with my friends. With that aside, let's talk about Project Slayers. The game only recently came out, and it reminds me a lot of every anime bandit beating simulator which is rampant on the platform. The game is riddled with game passes, some even downright scummy and malicious, and it seems like it shouldn't be even there in the first place. But first, let's talk about gameplay. When I first booted up Project Slayers, it reminded me a lot of GPO. What essentially came first into my head was, oh my god, it's GPO, but it's also Demonfall at the same time. The art style obviously is coming from Demon Slayer, the anime. I haven't really watched it nor want to, but the UI, the HUD, and everything reminds me a lot of GPO. The customization obviously is really great, but it's also basically just like GPO. You can customize phases, your entire character pretty well. I even saw a guy cosplaying Cherno. It was pretty cute. The progression is essentially just Bandit Beating Simulator number 42,134. Not to discredit the game's hard work, but this game boils down to hit NPC, hold S while blocking, punish when they're in recovery, and win. The gameplay for PvE is really simple, very easy, and shouldn't be hard, because it really doesn't require skill once you get combo extenders. The NPCs don't move out of your combos like how players can. We'll talk about that later. And they eat every brunt of your damage without any problem. Equipping items in this game will also give you health, just like in GPO. The PvP is unhealthy. If you're still planning on playing human, good luck trying to win fights which are more than one person without total concentration. A passive which allows you to steadily gain breathing per second. If you're progressing, you're definitely bound to get jumped by dickheads at one point. Being a human and not being boosted has probably has to be the worst grinding experience I had experienced throughout the entirety of my gaming career. At least Dark Souls Invasion are more fun because you get fucking paired up with people near your level, just trying to gain a bit of souls to level up. In this game, you are required to get this, stand still when you want to charge your meter to even perform moves. And most of the people who want to kill you are 10 to 30 levels above. I don't know why they had to make humans so absolutely dog shit, but they did something great, and like how you can dodge or dash out of combos if they are too long. I've never seen that system before. The progression is linear, which is good. Kill some NPCs, do quests to unlock your powers, it's quite easy. But the problem is, some of your progression bar is locked behind a game pass. Why is that? Why is that even a thing? Why am I not allowed to know if I'm close to my passive or not? It's like saying, hey little Jimmy, I just need you to mow my straight lawn for me, but I'll give you a blindfold when doing it. And if you want to take it off, you gotta pay me $10 when doing my lawn. This just incentivizes me to stop playing the game entirely if I'm not allowed to see how much I progressed if you lock it behind a fucking game pass of all things. I'm fine with shit like Rogue Lineage and Deepwoken, since both don't show you the amount of XP you've acquired, but it does show progress when you want to turn in silver, when you want to get a class, or using a training gear in Deepwoken. At least, both of them are not locked behind game passes. Speaking of game passes. Do you remember when I talked about total concentration? The progression bar is locked behind a game pass. The amount of times the amount of times you need to use a fucking item, locked behind a game pass. You want to give your crow the one which you worked hard for, the one that you got from beating the trial with your friend, or possibly solo. You want to give it a fucking hat? Well, you gotta pay up. It's like tumbleweed in America back in the 1800s. It's a fucking virus. The game is riddled to the brim with game passes, and I'm not kidding. Sure, most of them are cosmetic, but clan rerolls aren't. Resetting your breath isn't. Race change isn't. Although most of them can be substituted with ores late game. But honestly, who would even have ores unless you're a guy which heavily plays this game thinking it's the greatest game of the platform, or you're GG easiness, teleporting to bosses and one-shotting them with exploits because why not? The game is flawed and mostly pay to win. You can definitely grind for ores and everything, but is it really worth it? You have to pay money to even skip clan spins. You know those loot box thingies? Yeah, you have to fucking pay money to skip those. Complete a certain arbitrary number to unlock skins for your demon. And the progression bar is locked behind the Game Pass. Is Project Slayers really that bad? Objectively, yes. The game is another bandit beating simulator, which is pretty much a cash grab. I do understand the fact that it looks good. I'd argue that something like Rogue Lineage looks better. Maybe it's just my rose-tinted glasses, but the new VFX that Roblox devs have taken on doesn't even look good, and it feels like no hard work was put into it. I could go into a toolbox, animate like a specific block, and it looks like an explosion. Just put in some decals and a smoke effect. Almost all of the effects are taken from the generic toolbox models, just mashed up to each other to create something which looks good. Credit where credit is due, I'm pretty sure some of them are handmade and good job to that, but the game looks like it was lazily made. However, you can have fun with friends, who I'm playing if you have any, and maybe clean out a server with them by just killing random people or do objectives together.
As always, thanks for watching my videos, eh? I apologize I haven't posted in a while, but hopefully this makes up for it.